Last Days for Video started out of happenstance. I had started to go to family video around COVID, like late 2020, when things started to reopen. And I saved a ton of money there. It was one of those places I'd always kind of driven by and been like, oh, it's great that's still open. And then when COVID happened, I was like, instead of like saying that, I should probably go and help keep it open, right? So I went and I started to do some social media stuff for them as well. And I knew everyone there. I was friends with them. I loved talking with them. They were great people. And then they just told me, hey, we're closing. I was like, crap, that sucks. I wasn't really set on doing a doc about it. The movie, the last Blockbuster, had just come out, and I didn't want to make a carbon copy of the same thing. So I was holding off forever. And then they told me the night before, they were like, hey, tomorrow's our last day. Turns out we just heard word. If you wanted to get anything, come down and get it. I was like, oh crap, okay. So I took an extended lunch break, I went down, and I filmed what we got. So I grew up with video stores. I grew up in the 90s. So going to Blockbuster every Friday night, that was a big thing. And when it wasn't just Blockbuster, there was a place called Movie Outpost, and they had 5 for 5 Fridays, which was 5 old releases for $5. You kept it for 7 days. It was amazing. So I could go, because I didn't have the latest video game system, so I could actually go and rent my Nintendo games, which they still had in stock, and keep it for a whole week. That's more than enough time to beat a lot of Nintendo games if you're young and have that much time to commit. So it definitely shaped why I wanted to go back to the rental store, and then my nostalgia for this thing. A lot of kids now have never been to one, so they don't understand what was so cool about it, and I am aware of that. Sometimes it's going to be old man yelling from couch, and that's okay. But that definitely shaped 100% my empathy towards the workers and my want to capture the loss of something like this. The reaction from family video employees has really been just heartwarming to me. Just saying that I was able to accurately capture a lot of what they loved about the job within that short amount of time and their feelings when it was leaving, and I'm really glad that I was able to do that. Video stores are largely dead. I think that they will always exist in some niche capacity. I don't know if they will catch on like records. In my dreams, in all of us who still collect physical media, our dreams are the one day, there'll be a DVD store day, like record store day, and we'll all just go get them, and people will buy their cheap little Crosley Blu-ray players and things like that. But realistically, it's not the same, right? It's not the same. I love having something tangible, something that I can hold in my hands. And I think that we will still get physical media. It'll always be around in some form, and it will become a niche thing that, like the collection that I have, I could probably sell it on eBay for a lot of money someday. I hope that when someone watches this film, they think about the decisions that all of us, myself included, are making every day, which is just continuing to fuel money to billionaires. We continue to go off Amazon for everything. All right. Yes, Amazon warehouses give a lot of people jobs, but the people that get the money are the people that don't need that money. And I think that that's a real thing. All these local businesses, small businesses, places that even if they have family video at the end, it had 200, 300 locations. That's not really a small business. But in the world of where we get movies from, that's a small business. I have a lot of upcoming projects. I'm not going to go into super detail about all of them yet. Some of them are in post-production. 2 of them are in post-production, some of them are in pre-production. One in particular, I opened a free Blockbuster. What that is it's a chain of, they're like old school, where you used to get bike flyers and paper things out of. That probably doesn't make sense to 90% of you, but you would be able to open these things and grab it had autos and RVs and boats and all this stuff, these little magazines. People take those now, they spray paint them blue. There's this free Blockbuster gold lettering that you take, you spray it on, and it's take a movie, leave a movie. So like a free little library, but with movies. So I made one of those, and I did a little documentary about it in its opening, and I hope to have that out, within a few months, but definitely before the end of the year.